The first time you went to conference and heard the prophet speak, what did you think? How did you feel?
I don't remember as much about conference the first time, other than I went to a Southern California, like a regional type meeting, and I was part of a Southern California Mormon youth choir or young adult choir or something. And I remember sitting behind the prophet in a big auditorium type thing, like.
Who was the prophet?
It was President Joseph Fielding Smith. And I joined the church shortly after President David O. McKay passed away, and President Joseph Fielding Smith became prophet. I thought he was a wonderful man. Wasn't prophet very long, and I know that the feeling for a lot of people at the time was that President McKay had been prophet for so long that this was difficult for them. For me, he was wonderful, and he was like a prophet, like I would have envisioned a prophet to be. And he's a very intellectual, very interesting fellow. A lot of things that he wrote I read, and so it was an interesting experience being right behind him and seeing him live. And he was in Southern California, and so I think it was some sort of a regional thing. I don't remember going to or seeing General Conference very much. Because we did it on television, and it was at the church, but I do remember that one, and that was a special thing for me.
That was not long after you joined the church.
It was either in 70 or 71, because I was away at school, and it was a great experience.
Do you remember the first time you ever went to conference?
It would have been with Dad. I don't think I went to Utah at a time when conference was going, except after I had met Dad and we had gone together. So
I was in the military, and so we were ushered right into the military area where the military sat. They had reserved seats for us.
This is in the tabernacle?
this is in the
In the
tabernacle.
tabernacle. And the general authorities would come by and shake hands with us and visit with us. I felt the power of their spirit. But because I wasn't a member of the church yet, it was kind of funny. Okay? I mean, strange. I felt the spirit very strongly. I went back to Norton, and I remember getting back late. We went to midnight chow. And I sat down to eat, and I looked at all of the guys there in the chow hall. And I felt the difference in the spirit powerfully from being among the brethren. I remember sitting there and feeling, as they closed the conference, we went to all the sessions. So I remember feeling, when they opened the doors, it was in April conference, and it was sunny out. And they opened all the doors and everybody went out in different directions, and I just felt the power of God going out into the whole world from there.
That was before you were baptized.
Before I was baptized, and before I allowed the Holy Ghost to really reach into my soul. There's a difference. You can be surrounded with all kinds of godliness and all kinds of good around your life, but until you personally ask God if it's true or not, and it until the Holy Ghost, with that power, bears testimony to you that it's true. All of that godliness around you is just good for you and dressing.